Hi Leo, welcome back. So Leo, this is going to be your mid-June reading, you versus them. I'm going to go back and forth between the person you might be dealing with. And keep in mind, because it's general, it can be interchangeable. Also, don't force it to resonate if it's not resonating with you, okay? So the shared energy between you and the person you're connecting with, Leo, is that of Pluto. So this is a bit of an unpredictable energy here. It talks about renewals and refreshing your inner self. It's highlighting your basic instinct, what motivates you, encouraging personal power. But like I said, it can be a very intense energy. It can be a very extreme energy. That could be, the energy you're embodying or the person you're connecting with, or just simply, the energy within the connection during these next few weeks. So your overall supporting energy here, Leo, is the King of Swords. So this is all about making decisions, okay? So I feel like you're kind of taking this stance of, you know what you want and you know what direction you're going into, and I don't feel like you're going to be talked out of anything, at least not mid-June, right? You're ready to make some changes and to make some really important decisions about what's working for you and what's not working for you. And it's kind of this period where you're going to cycle old out and cycle new in, so to speak, especially with the eclipses here in June. Now, the person you're connecting with is the Page of Pentacles. So this is all about luck and potentials, and this person looking towards the future, so to speak, or for some future potentials, or, it's like seeing the estimated value, okay, either in themselves or this connection. But we'll get further into it and see. So recent past energy for my Leos. Recent past energy. You have the Knight of Swords here, the Hanged Man, the Star, and then the Five of Swords in the reverse, okay? So I feel like, Leo, a lot of you were running from communicating about your feelings, okay, for whatever reason that was in the past energy. Or somebody could have been doing that to you, just shutting the door there and letting you have insight, or you doing that to them. But I feel like, it kind of caused you to stop and take a step back and really gain a different perspective about the way that you're thinking about something, or the way that you're thinking about this connection, okay? Because I do feel like you've been in this energy, Leo, of I don't want to say just healing yourself, but wishing for wish fulfillment, okay? And in a way, it's like you spent so much time thinking about it, Leo, you kind of got in your way of manifesting it by ruminating on what you want and what you want and what you want, but not trusting that if you allow yourself to just let that thought go and live your life, that the universe has your back, spirit has your back, and they'll bring that in for you. So it's like having faith, understanding that what you want is yours. I feel like you've come to that understanding, but then you keep checking for evidence that that's true, and that almost impedes the growth here to some degree or another, because this is saying have faith, it'll come when it's ready, and we've heard what you've asked for, spirit has heard what you've asked for, and you kind of need to get out of your own way and allow that. So that's kind of the energy that's leading up until mid-June. You have casted out into the universe with your thoughts and your feelings and your emotions what you want and what you deserve. And so it's kind of just getting out of your own way, so to speak, coming into mid-June, going into July, and allowing that change to occur naturally. So let's see what this person's recent past energy was. Leo, they have the Tower here. Then the Wheel. and the Sun. So this person has underwent major changes on a spiritual level in the past leading up to this point. All right, it might have been a bit out of their control, to be honest with you, Leo, here. Things could have been taken out of this person's hand in the past, and it was a karmic lesson, but they have learned to tap back into their inner child, or find the silver lining, I guess, so to speak, to that situation, whether that was something that happened between the both of you or external to you. But I feel like there's been some major transformations on this person's side, and it came about because of either an ending that was out of their control, or just a lot of events that felt like, well, there's nothing I could do about that, so what can I do? I can only control myself. And that kept being presented to this person to teach them how to learn, how to control themselves. Now, whether they've actually learned that lesson to be determined, but I do see that they've had an enlightening experience here, and they are now trying to focus their attention on things that bring them luck and make them happy. Okay, so let's go into perception now, how you perceive each other, Leo, and keep in mind that perception is in the eye of the beholder, so it's kind of surface level, but then we'll go a little bit deeper. So, what's your perception of this connection, Leo? You have the Queen of Wands, the Page of Wands, the Knight of Wands, and the Wheel. So you recognize also the lesson and the blessing in this connection, eh? Some of you haven't realized the blessing yet, and that's okay, but you'll get there. Leo, your view of this is that, this connection in this person is that they play too much, or they're a bit childish at times, okay? That's on the more negative end. On the very positive end, this person's very creative, and they can be a lot of fun to be with, and they have the ability to bring that out in you, or you may have that ability to bring that out in them. But I just feel like, you want to feel successful in overcoming something within the connection, or maybe the connection altogether. But you also recognize, Leo, that this connection has brought out, like I said, the inner child, so to speak, in yourself, and the creativity that had been sleeping in yourself. And it kind of expanded your mind, or is expanding your mind into other possibilities. So I actually see this very positive in the way that this connection has established itself, or your perception of it. And sometimes, our brain likes to tell us that it's all negative, it's all negative, it's all negative, but our soul knows that everything we go through is for our highest good, so it's all positive. Even if it feels negative, okay? So let's go into this person's perception of you, Leo. And they have the Ace of Pentacles here. That's their perception of the connection. Three of Swords. Three of Pentacles and the Two of Wands. So, Leo, this person perceives the connection as having an immense amount of potential or commitment. Some of you may be committed to this person, or you were committed in the past. But they also view that there's something standing in the way between them and, like, being able to pull it together, or there's something still missing from their vision, and it's like a blip on the radar kind of, but it definitely changes the whole entire energy here. So this person has been badly hurt, or you have, within the connection, And this could have been a long time ago. This person could be holding on to hurts from up to 3 months, 3 years ago, or since the age of 3. So could be childhood trauma that interferes for some reason with the way that this person sees this connection. Or it could be, recent hurt. Apply it as you will, because it's going to resonate different for all of you. But it impedes the connection. That's my point. Either way, it impedes the connection. Because here is them seeing all this potential and all of this opportunity and commitment and cooperation and a future here. And then insert old issues, hurt, pain. That kind of trumps everything, doesn't it? So it's like there's an elephant in the room, so to speak. So let's go deeper then, right? Let's see at a deep core level, underneath all of this, what do you genuinely want? What are you genuinely feeling towards the connection? Oh, Leo, you having some anxiety lately? Okay. Some of you may suffer from that, especially at night. Get that card. And that could be the person you're connecting to if it's not you. And I picked that up in a reading a while back ago about high anxiety. I see that here again. For others of you, it's just like deep down, you're working on changing. You're working on changing. You really, really are. And you're trying to stay focused there, deep down, Leo. And you're making progress. But you fear that you're not. Don't let your fears get in the way, because I do see at the core of what you're giving most of your focus to is positive overall. But then here's that seed of doubt. So don't insert the seed of doubt here, Leo, whatever this is. This could be fear-based thinking. This could be anxiety. This could be stress. And it's stemming from insecurities and past pain and things that you don't need to carry with you anymore. What's underneath of that is this transformation here. And what's transforming is what you're giving your focus to. So now you're starting to give your focus to things that help develop you, help grow you, that's worth your time and energy. And then there's massive amounts of progression during June and July. And that's what you want. You want to feel successful. Well, who doesn't? So at the core, I think you really are looking for some fundamental changes within the connection, yes, but mostly within yourself or this person. So I definitely see that you genuinely are trying to plant the seeds of intention to have things progress in a way that brings you out of your head. So let's see what this person's genuine feelings are underneath all of this. What are their genuine feelings at the core, their intention? Queen of Pentacles, Three of Wands, the Five of Swords. Oh my gosh, this person likes to sabotage themselves. They may be aware that they're doing that. They may not be aware that they're doing that. But again, deep underneath the core, there's no wonder why this showed up in the perception. Because deep down into the core, this person is sabotaging themselves by giving focus to what's wrong or what's went wrong or what's been hurt or what's been said. And not enough focus to the future and moving forward and things that make them stable. I do feel like this person feels like, a sense of not being good enough or just defeat, I do see them progressing out of that and trying to get more grounded and be more nurturing to themselves and let go of this nasty energy here, because this can be quite nasty. This could be vengeful even to a really negative degree, but for most it's just this it's just this feeling of I can't win or hopelessness. It's silly. But this person has convinced themselves that, you know, that this, it's like, why plan for the future? Why plan for the future if I'm going to continue to not get what I want? You know, even though what they really want is not any of this, that's what's happened to them. So they're allowing something that's happened to them affect what they think is possible for them in the future. All right. This person could take that out onto the connection or you, or maybe they have done that in the past, or on themselves, you know. But I see that they really want to be more genuine and to, like I said, put their focus more towards the future here. So let's see what the blockages are then, Leo. On your side, the Ten of Pentacles. Well, the Ten of Pentacles as a blockage is saying that you don't feel like things are on a firm foundation. Or for some of you, it's this sense of discomfort about your comfort zone, so to speak. And this person's blockage is confusion, illusions, some of them too many options, not seeing things clearly. That could be a blockage for this person at times in June into July. So let's see what the most likely future outcome is for, end of June. And keep in mind, all of the future energies can be changed with free will. It's the beauty of free will. But I'm just giving you a snapshot here of what it looks like. So for you, Leo, there's Temperance, there's Seven of Swords in the reverse, Six of Swords in the reverse, Three of Wands in the upright. So, yeah, there might be some challenges. Or setbacks is what I wanted to say. Some minor setbacks here in June as far as the movement forward, because I do see you entertaining old issues or old people, or kind of going a little bit backwards here. It's like, for some of you, it's things that were kind of swept under the rug, lies, deception, whether that's on your part or the person you're connecting with, and it's coming to the surface again, and that's causing you to feel like you're going backwards. Like, damn, I thought we dealt with this. Or like this again, or okay, I didn't know that before, so that changes things. That type of energy. Those are just examples. But it's just like something that was suppressed or hidden kind of creeping back up to the surface, and it kind of puts you in a backwards direction for a moment. And that could be what's feeling a bit unstabling, so to speak. But Leo, I do see, you know, you start out feeling very self-confident and self-sufficient and independent, and then you kind of have a little setback here, but then you're right back to looking towards the future and what you want, and not focusing on what you don't want. And I think that's really key. That's a really key decision for you to make for the month of June, is to, if you want to feel like you're in control of your emotional self, be careful what you're giving attention to. Be careful where you're placing that focus. All right. So it's not wrong to look back on the past, but you can't live there and you can't dwell there. And so when you have this setback, it'll be really important for you to recognize it and then place your focus forward and to what you want. So let's see what this person's most likely future outcome is. So they have the Hanged Man, the Two of Swords, and the High Priestess. This person's blocking their own intuition. And or they may just be, you know, closed off to new ideas during this time frame, closed off to other people's opinions, maybe closed off to what you have to say, Leo. This person I think this person's in this energy where they feel very strongly about what they believe in, and they're not really interested in debating that. They're not really interested in hearing other points of view at this time, because they feel they know the answer. And maybe they do, but if they do, they're not sharing it with you necessarily, because there is an element of being closed off, of being to oneself, of contemplating a lot and gaining new perspectives. They're trying to see a situation for what it is and not what they want to see, or they're trying to get to the bottom of something that they've been having a hard time being able to figure out, I feel. But this is something that I don't feel that they are sharing with you. There's a lot of quiet energy here. Where's those Two of Swords? Four of Cups, and then the Chariot. And yeah, so they may detach here emotionally at times in June, or in June to July. But it's weird because this person is making progress too. And what their progress is about is learning how to cut themselves off from things that they feel impact them negatively as far as like their vibration. So is that the right way to go about it? To cut people off, to block people out, or to not talk about things? I don't know. I'm not here to say what's right or wrong. I'm just saying that this is what this person's perception is, and I think that's what they're thinking here. And it does work for them because they make progress by detaching, gaining a new perspective. Now, Leo, if you're in a commitment with this person, that may drive you wild because you want to know what you feel this person is keeping from you, or the unknown. But this is saying keep your focus and attention on to yourself and what makes you happy, and don't get too caught up in assuming and negative thoughts and wanting to know and stuff like that, because that's not really going to help, so to speak. I know you don't really want to hear that, but for others of you that, like are not with this person anymore, or it's a platonic person, I just feel like they are definitely gaining some enlightenment, and they're very protective of themselves and their thoughts and their feelings, and I don't really see them sharing that. They're making some sort of progress here, but I think that, again, they are doing that in silence. So there's some sort of karmic energy being cleared during this time frame. You can expect some changes. Like I said, don't get sucked into your shadow side, into this suspicious energy is what I feel. If it's your cross watcher doing that, then it's best to kind of somewhat distance yourself from that, okay? But that's what you can expect, and that's what I have, and I'm going to leave it there. I could keep talking, but let's leave it there, okay? So you could be dealing with the following zodiac signs: Scorpio, Aquarius, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Cancer, Gemini, Scorpio again, another Leo possibly, Cancer, Virgo. So those are the primary zodiac signs I have, but keep in mind it can be any zodiac sign. It is a general reading, so if it resonated, please do give me a like, share, and subscribe. Also, do check out my Facebook and my Instagram, linked below and also linked in the About section. And if you have time, you can check out my little shop down there where you can get a hoodie with your tarot card printed on the back. Tongue-tied today. Either way, wishing you guys the best. Till next time. Namaste.